Hello everyone, yes, well, I'm back again, and this video, I'm just going to talk about some fidget gadgets I use to basically either just for a bit of fun when I get bored, or sometimes just to ease stress or frustration. Yep, but some of you may know, if you saw the video I did about a month ago, I talked about some of the issues I was having caused by organisational problems just caused by my learning disabilities. Recently, since the whole fidget spinner craze, which I know has been, which I know has kind of it died down about 2 years ago. That only kind of lasted a few months, but since then, I mean, other fidget devices have come out, and more new fidget devices, gadgets, are still coming out today. And currently, where I've been doing work experience, we've had to demo lots of different toys, and the fidget cube seems to be still relatively popular there. Right, so what we've got here. So yeah, the first fidget gadget that I would often use is everyone will remember the fidget spinner. So basically, yeah, you can just hold the way to use this if you don't want to do tricks is just to hold the bearing between your forefinger and your thumb, and then you can spin the spinner just to kind of get your energy out. So it's amazing to me how good having something in my hand actually is, how good it actually is for me. So yeah, that's the regular normal fidget spinner. Now I have so many of these. I have this ninja star shaped one, which it's kind of almost falling apart, but let's see if we can just spin it to kind of get it. Okay, yeah. So now the next one that's quite popular is the fidget cube. I've recently picked up a few of these. I have one of these with me everywhere I go. I keep one in my pouch, in my bum bag, so I can just get it out and have a fidget when I want to without drawing so much attention to myself. So yeah, so these cubes, basically they're cubes. They have 6 sides, and each side has different functions. So this side has 2 different ones. It has your click and roll, then you basically like your lock combination, and then you have your buttons you can press here. The diagonal buttons that go upright, these two, these don't click, but the others make a clicking sound. Then here you've got your spin. This is known as the spin function. You just have to put your thumb on this bit here, and like that. Then you've got like your joystick. You can just kind of do it here. I say some of the functions are a bit noisy, but yeah, there are quieter ones depending on where you are when you want to use it. If you're just out and about and not really with anyone who it's going to annoy, then I don't suppose it really matters. But anyways, yeah. So yep, that's the fidget cube. Now the next one is, these have been recently marketed more as the fidget gadgets. These have kind of been around for a while. These are basically known as squeezies. These have become quite popular. I purchased this one recently. This is just something I have on my shelf when I'm at home, so I can just sitting in my living room watching TV or surfing the net, and I want to, I feel the urge to have a fidget. I can do this. And so it doesn't make any noise. So, but I wouldn't really take this out and about with me because I might look a bit strange, because this is kind of the sort of thing that kids like. But then again, I just have it in my house to have a play with. Now the next thing is, these are stress magnets. This is kind of one of the very first fidget gadgets I had before the spinner craze 2 years ago. Well, over 2 years ago now. These are stress magnets. You can buy these anywhere. I've been currently doing work at the Entertainer, the toy shop, and you can get these for like £1. Basically, you just, the two magnets, the strong magnets, stick together, and you can roll them. I say you can have these, but if you were to take these out and about with you, make sure you keep them away from like some electronic devices, or like your bank cards and stuff, because they are strong magnets and they could probably interfere with them. So yeah, you can just kind of just roll and rotate, and they'll stick back together quite easily. Okay, now the next one is, this is known as a fidget pad. I bought this one a couple of years ago from Releive, which is now known as Mankind, the gadget shop. This is the fidget pad. So it basically looks a bit like a game pad. It has buttons on it, so similar functions to the fidget cube. It doesn't have a roll marble thing on it, so yeah, it has click, and then it has two ways to massage your fingers, rolling these bits at the side. One makes a noise, the other one is silent. And it has this click, you can just click, kind of push this back. It clicks here. Okay. Now the next one is basically another version of the fidget cube. This is known as the Twiddle cube. I've seen these in Mankind or Gadgets. You can probably buy them online as well. I think these were considerably cheaper than the regular fidget cube. Basically, yeah, this has these little pushy things here. You can push up and down like that. That's the spin. Just another spin like that. And then this is basically a light switch kind of thing. Click. Now I would say that this is considerably noisier than the fidget cube functions, but here, click lights here. Okay, so yep. So and now this one is basically a recently newer version of the fidget spinner that came out, I think, last year. I've only have one of these, but I have seen these out and about in places like Ryman's, The Works. So it basically doubles as like a jumping gadget as well, so kind of a jumping thing. As well as that, you can also just hold it and spin it. You can hold, so you can, like this fidget spinner, you can hold it between your thumb and your forefinger, and then spin like that. Okay, now the next thing is these have become quite popular. I can see these everywhere. These are known as twindles, I think they are. Twirls. I did have one of these when I was a kid. It was given to me actually by a doctor who was giving them away to people. When I was having to get help for anxiety, I actually was given one of these. I've purchased a few of these recently because that one unfortunately broke years ago. But you can tangle it. Tangles, that's what these are called. Tangles, yes, tangles. There's basically, when you buy them, they're in a specific shape in the packaging. But you can connect them up if you have more than one. Or you can just basically kind of just fidget about with it. Move it around in your fingers. So yeah. So yeah, and now this is a fidget cube. This is actually the prototype version of the fidget cube that was released before the proper one. It has basically the same functions. The plastic isn't quite as strong. I purchased a couple of these first before I bought a proper one, because the proper ones were like 10 quid something, yeah, which is quite a lot for a small gadget. Even though I know that they were popular, but I mean now you can buy the proper ones for about like 2-3 quid. So yeah, has the same functions: click, spin, buttons, combination lock thing. The difference is you still have the roll function, but unlike the regular traditional fidget cube, it doesn't click on them. on these cheap ones. Yeah, and this here, this is a function on the Fidget Cube. This is basically like a worry stone, same as a worry stone. You can just pop your thumb into the dent and just rub it like that. Okay, so yeah, so and this is basically a different type of Fidget Cube as well. I found for £2 the other day in Toy Town in Leicester. This is like I think this is made by a company, Fidget X, I think they're called. So yeah, basically it is a Fidget Cube, but it's got different functions, but meant for the same purpose. So it's the hair on the character here, you can just kind of move back and forth. It's like click, and then you got roll, and you got the roll function here, and that basically is the same roll and click, same as on the regular cubes. Then you can press its different parts on its mouth here. It's basically the same as the clicking functions. And then you can, the noisy function, you can push out its arms like that. And then finally down here, you can, its spinning function is basically you can spin its feet like that. Okay, so yeah, I bought those in shows. I do actually have a few more different ones. Let's see, I've got this here. This is something I've recently found at the Works. I think this is a Works exclusive in the UK, and I haven't been able to find these on eBay as much either. You can order them, I think, from the company site that actually produced them. This is basically known as the Fidget Ring. So basically, it's exactly the same functions as a Fidget Cube, but it's kind of in the shape of you can wear on your finger. So it has click, roll and click, and then you spin. Now it's considerably louder. The functions here are considerably louder than the Fidget Cube, and this is seems to be quite hard to spin for some reason. The spin functions on this, but so then you've got your buttons. Now the difference is rather than there being two silent buttons, there is like just one, and the silent button's in the middle. And you have your joystick here, and click here, and then worry stone thing kind of here. So yeah, and so I have you know, many different spinners because I did really like them. I have this spinner, this metal one, nice quiet sort of one there. Yep. Yep, I have a black Captain America shield one in its case. I do have many spinners. Yes, I really do like them. Okay, guys, so that was just a little video talking about the fidget gadgets I use to basically just keep my cool when I feel like it, or just have a fidget, because I do have a being autistic with Asperger's, so I will get the tendency to fidget quite often. And these are basically just a way to do it. A way to do it without drawing attention to yourselves. Okay, well, thanks all for watching, guys. You are all very awesome, and I will see you soon. Bye.